Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today. We're going to talk about the Panama Papers. Oh no, sorry, I mean the Pandora Papers. Right, and spoiler alert, that's what's going to happen to the Pandora Papers. Yeah, remember the Panama Papers and how there was literally a journalist who was assassinated via car bomb for bringing this to light? And how absolutely nothing was done about the Panama Papers? And now the Pandora Papers are basically just saying, wow, there's even more of this. It's like, yeah, bitch, we knew this already. Nothing happened with the Panama Papers. Why are we thinking anything's going to happen with the Pandora Papers? Breaking news, the rich are just managing to hide their money everywhere. We have literally known this for years. Hell, even the Canada Revenue Agency talks about how literal billions, they're aware that literal billions, tens of billions of dollars are hidden away through tax loopholes or in like offshore tax havens and just being hidden by wealthy people buying luxury property. A lot of this is actually already known to our authorities. Why don't they do anything about it? Oh, because there is this tweet which so beautifully sums up the absurdity of this whole thing. Spoiler alert, nothing will be done about the Pandora Papers or tax evasion in general because everyone who can do something about it either profit from the system or are bought by those who do. Yep, that's exactly right. It's all a scam. What do we actually expect our leaders to do? What do you think is going to happen? If we protest, we know what the police response is going to be. And unfortunately, a lot of us are too poor to actually go to these properties and like just protest there whenever the rich show up. Our political class, whether they're team red or team blue, are going to say, oh yeah, no, this is so bad. The American, Canadian, British, German, Jordanian, Australian, South African, Japanese, Chinese, Korean. You get the picture, right? Oh yeah, all these people deserve better. And then nothing's going to be done, which then begs the question, what can we do? There's a lot we can do. Unfortunately, as I pointed out in like whatever video it was long ago about the various ways we can actually like hurt capitalists where it matters, which is their fucking pocketbooks. That's stuff that I think a lot of people aren't prepared for. People are still hoping and praying for good and sensibility to somehow triumph over the day. We just need to elect more progressives to Congress. We just need more people to vote for this party that I really like and support. We just need to protest and put pressure on businesses and our leaders so they can hold businesses and our leaders to account. Folks, we are pretty much well past that considering the time for that was in the early 2000s. At this point, basically some form of general strike, sit-in, abstention from global economy, that's about the only thing that is going to work short of outright revolution, which again, I don't think most people are actually ready for and understand what that kind of revolution looks like and how terrible that is often post-revolution for a long ass time. The only way to get capitalists to pay attention is to hit them in their pocketbooks. So how do we hit them in their pocketbooks? Especially if our governments and government agencies like various tax collection agencies aren't empowered or cannot or are unwilling to do their job. And again, before I know there's like a lot of happy arsonists perhaps in the comments saying, I know the solution. Let's take a moment and remember that a lot of these people probably have massive insurance on these places. So torching some $200 million mansion in wherever the fuck around the world, they're still just going to recoup a lot of insurance from that. And then people are going to go to jail and nothing will have fundamentally have really been changed or affected. Things need to be blockaded. Things need to be occupied. Things need to be just completely made utterly annoying to deal with, especially in the form of withholding your money. So in the form of strikes, walkouts, doing some form of, no, you know what, actually, maybe if, God forbid, like Hail Mary here, maybe if more people actually decided, you know what happens if we all just don't go to work for a few months, but before doing this, we talk with people in our community and create lists of who is free and available during what times, and use Excel spreadsheets and whatever else to come up with schedules and systems and sheets of organization to find out who has and can continue to produce and share food, who has free time to engage in child care, and who has the time and the ability to provide community safety and security and outreach and education, and basically fundamentally replacing all the aspects of this capitalist society that we have allowed to become oppressive and destructive around us. Maybe if we organize ourselves into our communities and be self-reliant for, again, it only has to be a few weeks, enough for some certain economic reports to come in, for people to take care of themselves during this period that would likely not be betrayed, because these are people's communities and loved ones and friends and family members. And for a month, we refuse to participate in the further worsening of the planet. And we all hold each other close and remind ourselves about what is fundamentally important in this world. And it's not about the wealth in the pockets of the capitalist elite. It's about people next to you, people with very real dreams and concerns and valid struggles that they have to face every single day. And maybe if we can take care of ourselves for that brief moment in time, we can remind all of ourselves what is well and truly important, and also send a very strong message to those in power who continue to make everything worse. That could be something so beautiful and life-changing. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. And I would love to be proven wrong, but sadly, many times these days, I'm proven right when I really don't want to be. And that's what's bothering me today.